Okay then, so I was asked a question recently from one of my clients. Hi, hope you're doing well. Name I'm not going to mention, wants to know how to develop chest depth. He does incline bench, bench press, pec fly, and front raises. Cool, sound. So, in general, when hitting the chest in the gym, you want to execute push moves as well as flex motions, right? Looking at any push movement, right? So you're looking at your flat bench, flat dumbbell, any push movement that's flat, followed by an incline push move. So whether this is with the Smith machine, the barbell, or dumbbells. And when referring to the flex moves, we're looking at the pec deck, the seated fly machine, cable flies, any sort of fly motion, whether this is incline, decline, or flat. So it is important to highlight that greater activation can be achieved by carrying out heavier push moves. So when carrying out push movements, a larger portion of your chest is activated. When you're looking at your flat bench, your incline bench, your triceps as well as your shoulder stability will be tested here. So by prioritizing the load you're pushing in regards to your push movements, the greater mechanical tension you're likely to undergo. As well as this, your foundational strength will increase. So your ability to perform other exercises like your overhead press moves and your other secondary push movements, which will overall contribute to your chest development. So your flex movements do play a massive role in terms of your overall chest development, especially that sculpting and toning aspect of things. So your flexion moves like your flies and the pec deck and whatnot, these obviously do matter, but to a lesser extent. Without the mass that's built from the heavy push movements, you won't be able to achieve that greater chest depth essentially. So when referring specifically to this context, he does incline bench, flat bench, pec fly, and front raises. I would then maybe look to incorporate dips, weighted dips, or some sort of decline press. And then another thing would be to highlight the amount of load you're pushing. The question is, are you really challenging yourself? When it comes to push movements, I think your top set should ideally be that range of 6 to 8. So increase the load you're pushing, expose yourself to more stress, and then this will stimulate more muscle growth within your chest. Do think about the regime you're putting into place. So, spend the main chunk of the session hitting and pre-exhausting your chest with those push movements, and then end it off with a cherry on top by going for the flex moves. Leave a like and subscribe. Peace and love.